Aldenachy here with another Destiny video, and this is the daily heroic story for today, January 13th, 2016, and it is the Buried System. And I actually made two passes at this story. This is the first pass or version, which is what I call the slow and steady version, in which I essentially kill everything in front of me until I get to the end and then take out the boss and any stragglers, and that'll be the end of the mission. I also have a fast and reckless version that speed runs a lot of the story and cuts the run time in about a half. So that'll be coming up shortly. I call it the fast and reckless because in running past some of these guys, I'm taking a lot of damage. But anyway, here we are, starting off slow and steady.
If they haven't brought it down yet, they must have found something valuable. We should track them.
Now, I wasn't quite sure whether or not the big boss at the end was an ultra who would potentially make an exotic drop if I was carrying the 3 of coins. So right about here, I kind of stopped. Go ahead and pull up a 3 of coins. I wasn't quite sure whether they did that or not, so I needed to check. Yep, there's that 9 triangle. Now, as it turns out, he is not an ultra, so don't bother. Or just pull it up. It'll just be useful the next time you encounter an ultra. All right.
I've got something inside building 5.
Yep, we're headed to building 5 here. Now I'm using my trusty scout rifle, my shotgun, the solar shotgun, and my heavy machine gun. The light level 320 that I picked up in the raid, which just cuts these guys down. And I'm going to use that just really for the final boss. So like I said, this is slow and steady. I'm taking all these guys out. Now this is a public area, so it's very possible that somebody will... Well, I was expecting him to swing his shield and run by me. Okay. I ran back there just so I'd get out of the line of fire of these guys. But like I said before, this is a public area, so it's very possible that somebody else running the daily or just on Mars in general will be around, so you may or may not see some of these enemies here. But regardless, I mean, you can take them out pretty quick. I'm trying to get that guy out of there, and he's dug in like a tick. There he goes. Okay. Alright, that takes care of him. And this is a Centurion, Yellowbar Centurion, but couple of blasts of a grenade, a little help from my pal there, and he's taken care of. I noticed that special synth there, so I decided to go over and grab it. Apparently this guy that had just helped me out is not in the daily heroic story. He is just running around Mars because he didn't stop to deploy the ghost. And by the way, make sure that the ghost is deployed and talking to you before you take off. Because if not, then you'll have to go back and do it again to advance the story. I found that out the hard way a few months ago. Alright, on to the next encounter.
Clovis Brain, a center for scientific advancement, interplanetary defense, AI development, research on the Traveler. This place could be a gold mine.
By the way, my scout rifle is the hung jury, and I'm not quite sure where I got it from. It's been a while, but it does have Firefly as a perk, and that's really nice when you've got enemies close together, because when you put a headshot on one, they tend to explode, which causes damage to anybody standing nearby. It's really useful in a raid. unless you got the buff at the War Priest. And then you don't want to take out 3 or 4 at a time because that'll screw up the stacks. Well, anyway. There we go. Now notice how much damage I caused to that second scion by taking the first one out. Or as I like to call them, piss ants. Alright. Now here we're going to have some cobble, and then we're going to have some Vex spawning in, like right there. And if you can throw a grenade, which I can't, put a grenade on that Minotaur and get his health down, but I got splash damage there. I'm just going to take all these guys out. Their weapons must be really ineffective against each other because those guys are hitting each other and nothing's happening. But then if they were effective, then what would we have to do? Alright. A couple more up there. Ooh, knocked him down to this level. Plenty of ammo lying around. Let's pick up some while we're at it. Now we're going to have some piss ants and another centurion. The piss ants, a couple of them are going to be yellow bars, especially on the other side here. These are all majors. Get out of the way of that grenade. Ooh, I took more than half his shields down with that. Of course, I'm throwing solar grenades because I'm running Titan Sunbreaker. Ironically, I don't think I used my super at all in this story, or this run. Okay, onward and upward. Grab some ammo. On to the next encounter. Alright, we're going to be faced with a couple of phalanxes right away, coming right around this corner. Or that's actually not a corner. Alright, they're taken care of. Now we have a bunch of legionaries, some phalanxes, and another centurion. I think it's a centurion anyway. Up top. No, I take that back. It's probably a Colossus. He's got that solar rocket launcher thing with his. Oh yeah, that solar rocket launcher. Or grenade. I think it's a grenade launcher is what it is. Take him down damage-wise a little bit. Ooh. A little low on health myself there. Alright, let the health come back. Dodge that volley. And finish him off. Whoops, didn't realize those guys were over there. Oh, and there's more. Alright, that must be the effect of the heroic story. There's more enemies to take out. Alright, they are easily dispatched, and on to the final area. We'll start off with a couple legionaries up here. In the next room, we'll have a few bad guys. Phalanxes, legionaries, and Yellowbar pissants. There are 3 ways. And watch what I do here. See, I run right by him. He tries to melee me, and he runs by me and turns his back, and I'm able to take him out very easily with a shotgun. Okay, here comes the next wave. You can tell by the music. Got a couple of pissants to take out. 1. The other one's right behind this wall, I believe. Yep. And 2. Alright. Yeah. Low rumbling growl signifies the arrival of the boss. And the last wave, along with his supporting troops. Them to hurt a little bit. Oh, here comes Big Bad guy, and so let's see if we can take him out with the machine gun. Alright, now we still need to take out the rest of these guys. They will not despawn. And I believe I've got probably three Yellowbar pissants to take out. There's 1. And 2. Oops. 3. Okay, that should do it.
This machine, it's still active. Let me analyze it.
Alright. Combat operations have ceased. Now, why we have to sit here for like 15 seconds before we can deploy the ghost is beyond me. Alright, now I know he's being deployed and he's doing his thing. I'm going to run around here and look for some ammo.
This AI once connected to the war mind of Mars.
And there's my 15 legendary marks, which is what you get for a daily heroic story these days. And I don't think there's any more ammo. So, let's go back to orbit.
I can't get in, and neither could the Cabal.
I do hope this helps you in your quest for today's daily heroic story, The Buried City. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care, everybody.